Just want to do a little food for thought video because I know a lot of us are feeling the same way. And I don't even know. It just dawned on me. I'm like getting ready for the day. Just here in the spirit. I feel like my life hasn't even started yet. It sounds depressing. It's not depressing, but it's like really reflecting on just the energy. What did Eric call it earlier? He's like something like, I hope the breakthrough is really here. Like there needs to be like this massive flipping of the script, turning point. He said, I hope we really reach the turning point, and uh that's what we need. We're promised. It's a guarantee. It's a no brainer. A turning point. And yeah, I'm 35 years old, and I genuinely, like, not for drama, not being dramatic, I genuinely feel like my life has not even started yet. You could say, oh, you did this, you did that, you did the other thing. All the things that I leave behind me in this timeline, everything in the past doesn't need to be remembered. I mean, your relationships in the spirit, yeah, obviously, God is a relational God, so that's why relationships are so important, intimate relationships. I fear for some people who just like they can't create an intimate relationship. And it's so bizarre. It's like they have some DNA blockage where they just like they can't create an intimate connection. So, they complain they have no friends and their family is dissociated because their family also cannot create intimate relationships. I think this is that like chaotic Jewish God that Tim Rifat talks about. It's like they themselves, this is like a spirit of chaos. They can't do what it takes to hold this glue together that is spiritual. Anyways, um genuinely feel like everything I've done in the past, like it doesn't need to be remembered. Maybe this is partly why I don't want to write a book, or I do, but I don't. I was like thinking about it. My life hasn't even started yet. And I feel like there's this energy of like, not me personally, I'm patient, I'm calm, but I feel like there's this energy in the spirit that is sort of like a rabid dog for anything that gets in the way of starting our lives. I know a lot of people are feeling the same way right now. We're just like, we need this breakthrough, we need this turning point, we need this like spike in abundance, we need just you just want to like get out, get free. And I think it's no wonder that my generation was attacked financially so badly, the millennials. I mean, who talks the most shit? It was like what was it? Like the generation above us, biggest shit talkers. And then the millennials, also big shit talkers, but also like gave us work life balance. And no wonder they were like we were like the generation that we were in America financially capped. So like this is the worst. Like we have no retirement. We can't afford. Do you know that a millennial retirement plan is societal collapse? We can't afford to set money aside for retirement. And I'm not complaining about that because genuinely societal collapse is the only way. It's the only way. Um, in a sense, in a sense. This generation was we some there's like this funny joke in my little echo chamber of the algorithm on social media about millennials not having house parties anymore. It's like, yeah, because nobody has a house. Right? No one has a house to party in. I think it's no wonder our generation was financially strapped as bad as it is. And we're this generation of shit talkers, way showers, whatever you want to call it, like massive pouring out of the Holy Spirit in all age groups. And even if in numbers we're smaller, in spirit and in power, we're way bigger. And that's not just like gloating, it's a technicality. I mean, it's a technicality of consciousness. What's up, Hookly Pete? I love when Riley rages in the house. Hey, girl, hey. Feel you, dog. Yeah, I mean, Riley and I talk about this all the time. It's like, what the hell do we do? What are we supposed to do? Right? Go to college, rack up debt? What the hell are we supposed to do? I just want money, like a lot of money. And I feel like my life hasn't even, and I'm not, listen, I'm not complaining. It's coming to all of us because it can't not. Like that's the funniest thing about this moment, this turning point, this breakthrough, this promise, right? The blessing of the journey, like coming to the end, is inevitable. I mean, it's obvious. Like we can't continue living on the way we are, and it's evident in the millennial generation because the millennial generation cannot do anything. We can't move. We're so suffocated in the world. We're so suffocated by financial strain. We can't move, or even spiritual strain. I was just chatting with Eric about like you go to different, like I went into downtown Austin, Texas to sit at a restaurant. As soon as I sit at the bar, I get like insanely attacked by all the demons and the people around me. I'm not used to that because where I am, I'm kind of protected, I'm kind of shielded. Like this area, this region is pretty light. It's not really heavy and dense like the cities. So when you go in the cities and hang out in the cities, I long forgot this, but yet you sit down or you enter a room and all the demons and people attack you. And it's just a fascinating phenomenon. It's just interesting. And because it's all electricity, they're like radio waves, they're like in the air. And and then you kind of like chill for a bit and then you start to chat with people, they start to loosen up, and then then the person can come forward and they're not inhibited by it comes out in the form of anxiety or miscommunication. But when you get to chatting with people and they start to loosen up, then the person comes forward and the demons are really suppressed. But it's interesting, we experience this phenomenon. You enter a room where it's very dense, you get attacked by spirit, like everyone's demons. I'm such a glutton for it because I'm like, oh my god, this is fascinating. Like I'm such a warlike spirit. I'm like, wow, that was interesting. Damn, I'll have to do that more often. But I just hate traffic. Disgusting. Speaking of suffocating, traffic is disgusting here. It's like a big old Chinese finger trap. So all right, I gotta go, but I just want to give a little happy message for you. Some community vibes. You're not alone. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I'll talk to you again really soon.